Hey there, fellow blacksmiths, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, episode 47, Replacements. Next up is replacing some tools. So I got a very dinged up hammer and a nice hammer. The other thing I could do is make a chisel. So I'm going to make a pick and a chisel. The chisel is so that I can break down my anvil and turn it back into tin bronze for use. So yes, I'm going to go so far as to make a meteoric iron chisel, but the thing is, I don't bring chisels with me, like, when I go out, so it's not a tool that I'm likely to lose. Because there's no need to leave the base with a chisel in hand. So it sounds expensive, but it's, you know, much like saw blades, chisels, scythes. Those tools, because you're not privy to lose them. You have to work to lose them. All right, so that's still firing. Nothing's stopping bunnies from messing with this. I got rid of the fence. It'd be weird that a bunny would, like, hop all the way up, but not impossible. So I should probably throw the fence back at some point. Wait, where's my tongs? Oh, they're already in my inventory. Derp. And yes, I'm going full-on meteoric iron pick. Because I am worth it. My 2 cents about the whole matter is, like, if you treat meteoric iron as, like, super, super, super precious and you never use it, it's not worth having, right? You gotta use it for it to be helpful. There we go. Nice and sexy. And then the chisel. It's a huge amount of material for a tiny little thing. So it's a weird thing to make. I'm just essentially cutting all the material off now. Okay. Nope. Don't want that. This. So, if you take a chisel that is of the same quality, of the same material or better, so like tin bronze or better, I couldn't do this with a copper chisel, and you put the anvil below it, it creates, it breaks the anvil back into ingots. So now I have 8 ingots for tools. So let's go heat these ingots up for, like, a prospecting pick and another axe or something like that. But it's a really nice use of chisels. regaining the materials. So I'm going to want a saw blade because this saw is pretty broken, and a prospecting pick. Was that me tempering it? No, I was just cooling it off. Because most tools get added to a stick to become a tool, but not chisels. They're just there's no sticks added to it, so it's very, very hot, and I wanted to cool it off in case I took my tongs off. I didn't want to burn my hands and lose my chisel like somewhere in the dark. So I want a knife and a prospecting pick out of this. Anything else? And then, like, the next one will be, like, a saw blade. I think that will work. So let's do a tin bronze saw blade. And I'm going to get the other hammer, because my current hammer will probably break in the process. Oops. And now I'm doing heavy hits. It didn't screw anything up. It's just annoying that it was like, alright, so you were trying to do upset down, but nope. Heavy hit time. Okay, saw blade. Done. So we got a spare saw. And then this will be for a knife. If I could read and figure out where... Oh, you know, actually I wanted a prospect pick. Scythe, saw blade... Spear, shovel. Oh, and I also need a shovel, so I'll do a shovel. I'm very distractible, as you could tell. So knife, shovel, prospect pick. So the next two ingots will be prospect pick and knife. Pretty handy that I could just grab my anvil and turn it back into tools, huh? Another thing I probably want to get sooner or later is a better hammer, because my hammers are wearing out. My last hammer. But I have ingots for that too. Point one day. As you may have noticed, someone's a little eager to get leather back. Please don't cool down. I'll put this other knife here in case I ever, need it. And then this was for prospect pick. Oops. Fixable. Here, I'll just do heavy hit. Thunk. And then, let's see, hammer, and maybe another pick, in case. No, I don't want to do another pick. 2 hammers? What am I doing now? It's above my head. You know, I could make, yeah, I could make arrowheads. It's a hammer and arrowheads. I'm a terrible shot, so it's probably a waste, but I'll do it anyway. These are prepared hides. Good enough. Not doing a good job of making this one. We're getting there. Fair hammer, done. And then last but not least, 6. So I don't have the materials for 9. And it's finally daybreak. So I get to enjoy some sunlight finally. So if you're wondering about arrows, here's like a tin bronze arrow. It's stick, feather, arrowhead. So let's go get those feathers I found. And there we go. Tin bronze arrows. I'll just stick them in this box because I'm not prepared to use them at the moment. Okie dokie. Got the tools back. So knife, pick, prospecting pick, Falk's shovel. What I don't... Oh, I won't put the shovel away. What I don't have is a shield, but I don't think it's, like, absolutely necessary. I'll probably end up making an iron shield instead of a tin bronze one anyway. Once we have that going. So back to the greenhouse. Finally. So in order to do the greenhouse, I need the glass. Oh, I'm an idiot. 4 pieces smelt into... What? Why didn't that smelt? Do I crush it first? Because the other way to make glass is where is the recipe? So like what would I have? Quartz chunks. Oh, right. I only lit this side. That's right. I just broke a bunch of bloomeries for no reason. That explains everything. At least I have some extra fire clay. I was like, what did I do wrong? It took me a second. Alright, correcting that stupid mistake. I didn't have the fuel for this side. I was like, man, I know how to make glass. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. There's actual glass. But I am going to need more fire clay bricks for more bloomeries soon. This is probably the last 4 bloomeries I'm going to have for a bit until I make more fire clay bricks. But, alright, let's use up the copper saw. Okay, my brain is being simple again. Glass. If I wanted a slab... Oh, it's to the left. Fine. I wasn't that stupid. The game's just that fussy. So now that we have these slabs, we can slab up. And as I said before, you only need to roof up 50% of the ceiling. So what I want to do first, before I start slapping that everywhere, is to actually get the remainder of the cobblestone. To get the cobblestone in place. So let's go back to cobblestoning. And I'm also going to venture towards where I had marked down fire clay, which is to the northwest. Hope it's still there. I'm also surprised that my character's not hungry. No, it's, never mind. I'm not doing a meal right now, because I don't have bowls. Yeah, I should have checked what's in the blueberry. Oh well. Oh, this is a resin tree. Nice. That one is not. Yeah, I'm definitely building up a nice supply of resin trees nearby. Like this one. Yep, there it is, but it's not ready. Now, where is the fire clay compared to where I am? Just to the west. Is it possible to make a greenhouse under the water? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I know that with my current server settings, it's not possible to make it underground. It's a server setting that you can have on or off. And by standard difficulty has it off. There's no such thing as underground farms. If you have underground farms on, hypothetically, again, this is not for this series because it's not enabled. It requires bright light sources like line lanterns, etc. in order to grow. If you want to live like a dwarf underground. Of course, sunlight's free, so it's expensive, but like very doable if you want to do it like that. I'm gonna get extra fire clay while I'm out here to make more bloomery bricks. Because I broke a bunch of my bloomer bricks for no reason, because I'm just so good at this game. But under the water, probably it would work. I don't know if water counts as ground, though. That's what I'm unsure about. It is possible, you say? I could surely at some point build like a canal between the two lakes where I live and have the canal be underwater, or even have the canal be on the water with like, you know, like a glass tunnel under the lake or something. The lake's not very deep, so it wouldn't be like a super cool project, but it's doable. Dig a pit under a glass roof? Yeah, you could dig a pit under a glass roof and treat that as a greenhouse, sure. All that really matters is that sunlight comes through the glass. So it might be a case where like a certain depth of water might not allow for that, but you know, because water only goes so, or sunlight only goes so deep in the water. But I don't know the full rules for that, so you'll have to explore that for yourself. I have enough fire clay. Let's get home. And a lot of bricks to fire up. Why am I still not hungry? So strange. It's like, the game's like, oh, you died a whole bunch. So we're gonna go real easy on you and you won't even be hungry. It's like, I want to be hungry. I want to start fulfilling my nutritional needs so I have more HP. You know, sometimes it's actually useful to, like, get hungry all of a sudden. Like, I might need to take damage for that to happen, which is silly. Would probably depend on the Z height of the water too. Yeah, it's all very experimental. I don't know what the answer is. But I welcome you to be a scientist and figure it out for yourself. Alright, check up on the crops. Nothing looks mature. Some stuff pretty close. These onions are mature. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and these cabbages. So the cabbages and the cabbages are N. So I'll plant 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the onions are P. So I'll hold on to the onion seeds, but I'd rather plant as much flax as possible. So, yep. Okay. There we go. These soybeans. Oh, this is done. Now the soybeans were use K, so I can't put flax. Flax and soybeans compete for the same nutrients in the soil. I could replace the soil with the terra preta, but I'm not about to do that right now. Okay, looks good. So we got our first soybeans. And we got a lot of onions and some cabbage. Nice. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to get the fire bricks fired up, and then we'll get the rest of the cobblestone for the greenhouse, for the first iteration of the greenhouse. And my bowls are done. So it's 12 per, right? There we go. It's 12. Oops, I'm bad at counting. Nope. Go. Oh, I didn't bring enough dry grass. Derp. I could have just dug up peat, but I had the firewood on hand, so whatever. I don't even have torches on me. They're all by the smithy. And, of course, they're out, because, you know, rain. All right, almost done with the greenhouse. This took so much longer than it should have due to calamity. But it's getting done eventually, and that's what matters. Not everything can go right all the time. Pits are fired. So for the necessary stone required for cobblestone, just grabbing that now. Ouch. I'm burning my butt. I figured I would excavate around the pit kilns because it makes managing them a little bit easier as they're laid out like this, I think. I won't have to do like acrobatics every time I want to fire them up now. I did wonder about not getting hungry, so yes, now I am, I'm hungry again, because I got hurt, and I'll start to be able to eat some of the nicer meals I've made. And raising my max HP. Now, if you're wondering what I'm trying to do is eventually I imagine that I'll have like bush and cattail sort of fields. So I'm flattening everything out back here to make it easier to get dry grass, cattail, and bushes and the like for future me if and when this project gets voted on. How many days until winter? Well, it is September 8th in game. But it's not, like, winter doesn't start necessarily on a specific day, because there's, like, weather patterns, right? So, you know, it might get cold early, there might be a cold snap. It's hard to say exactly. It's not like, oh, yeah, you know, you've hit a specific day, congratulations, you have winter now. The game, does the sort of daylight cycles, like the parabolic curve of sunlight. It registers all of that, which means like on the North Pole in the summer, the sun never sets, and in the winter, it never rises. And then at higher, you know, at higher latitudes, you'll, you know, the further north you go, the shorter your days are in the winter. All of that is a thing, which is to be considered when you're, you know, winter planning. It has a tracked sun cycle, exactly. It's not tracked to mimic Earth exactly, but it is tracked. All right, let's go get some blue clay. Where is blue clay? I think the node of blue clay that I marked down out this way is depleted, but maybe not. Oh no, definitely not. I can see it from here. This game is open-ended. There is no... The goals are created by you, the player. If your goal is to live in a cave and eat mushrooms, the goal is going to be, you know, easy to reach. And then if the goal is to, like, have steel and industry and all that loveliness, it's going to be a bit harder to reach. Or whatever else you want to do. It's an open-ended game. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 21st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you on next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.